Snow squalls ongoing here throughout this afternoon as long as these cold, gusty winds are in place, and they are, and they're not really going anywhere, so they continue to blow in those signature lines of significant heavy snowfall. Now, the stronger the wind, the further inland they can be blown, and those gusts 60 and 70 kilometers per hour today, even prompting a blowing snow advisory outside of the city to the north and west, and then a slew of snow squall watches and warnings through today, especially north and east of the city of Toronto, as well as to the northwest. And the darker the blue, the more intense the snow. These ones ongoing here for the eastern side of Georgian Bay. And the wind direction is going to change tonight to more northwesterly. So as we go through this afternoon, you're going to start to see that northwest shift. And that means the areas that are going to be impacted by the squalls, they change, right? So whereas it's the east side of Georgian Bay, now we're talking about more so that south traditional snow belt out down into Barrie as we head into this evening. And this one coming in off of Lake Huron will impact places like Caledon and Halton Hills very briefly. They are moving. They're not static, and they're not stationary and sitting in one place. So they will be kind of moving, which is good. That limits snowfall amounts, but it also means that all areas have a risk of seeing low visibility at some point tonight as well as into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, those winds shift more to westerly. So west wind now off of Georgian Bay. We're back towards Gravenhurst and Perry Sound north of Barrie. We're going to be mainly cloudy tomorrow in Toronto. While we may see a couple of flurries tomorrow, the bigger deal is going to come on Wednesday. Here's the Alberta Clipper starting through the tail end of the morning commute. Heavy snow at times. Most of the snow is falling through the morning. As we go into the afternoon, it will still be snowing, but lighter at this point. But of course, all of the accumulation is already down. And so that means both commutes are likely going to be slow. And then behind that, now the system exits the Alberta Clipper, but now we're starting to bring in these lake effect snow bands once again. And some of them will be wiggling in and out of the GTA through Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. So snow from now until the Clipper gets here. This is just through Tuesday night, right? So before the Clipper, we might see a centimeter, 1 to 3 here across the North GTA. Then we bring in the Clipper snow, and then we're going to add, that's when we add our 5 to 10 centimeters. Higher amounts, I have 10 right now for Oshawa. Now that I may have to bump up because while the Clipper is coming through, we have southwest winds off of the lake, and that will enhance or add to the actual Clipper system snow. And so places like Oshawa, South Durham, down towards the Scarborough Bluffs may see some of those higher snow amounts. It is also windy, so we've got wind chills to deal with and blowing snow. Winds today, 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, stronger up over higher elevations. Same thing for tomorrow. We could see those gusts 60, possibly even 70 kilometers per hour to the northwest. And then same thing as our snow is falling from our Alberta Clipper on Wednesday. We've got blowing snow to deal with throughout the late morning and into the early afternoon. Now let's talk about the cold, because we are continuing to run below seasonal. We're going to rebound for a couple of days, but man, you think it's cold now with -6 feeling like -16. This is through this afternoon. It is getting much colder, not just through the weekend, but even tonight down to -15. And your wake up wind chill tomorrow, we're back into the -20s. But it is going to be even colder than this as we head into this weekend. So as we go through tonight, we've got a moderate risk of frostbite and risk of hypothermia. This weekend, we're dropping down to this level, a high risk of 10 to 30 minutes for exposed skin to potentially freeze this weekend. We're talking about daytime highs Saturday and Sunday of -12 and overnight lows close to -20. This is not including the wind chill. You'll also notice, even though we come up a little bit, this is all running below seasonal for the rest of the month. And you know, it is right on cue. The coldest week of the year, climatologically speaking, is Jan 20 to 29. So this is literally Mother Nature saying, okay, I'll give it to you that week. We are talking about those wind chills early Sunday morning, waking up to -26, 7, 8 possibly in Toronto, and -30s as you get up to Barrie and Peterborough, and close to -40 wind chills out towards Ottawa. It is a cold day tomorrow. The rebound comes on Wednesday here as we get up to 0 as that Alberta Clipper comes in. However, it's not going to last long. As I mentioned, this cold is here, and it's here to stay at least through to the rest of the end of the month.